lagoons are found in only 3 regions of France, and almost half of them are on the Languedoc-Roussillon shoreline. The Mediterranean lagoon system, a true meeting of land and sea, is home to a diversity of habitats and remarkable animal and plant species of major European ecological interest. With 45% of the French lagoon area, the Languedoc-Roussillon has a strong responsibility in the preservation and restoration of these habitats. They contribute, in fact, to the physical and ecological balance of the entire shoreline and play a role in the economic vitality of the region. 3 major types of habitats of great biological value make up our shoreline. The lagoons, vast stretches of brackish water, are linked to the sea by channels and fed with fresh water from the catchment basin. The biological diversity of the lagoons is dependent on the balance of saline and fresh water. They constitute a vital environment for the bird population's feeding and reproduction. The zones around the lagoons are home to varying types of habitats. Some of them, such as the Mediterranean salt meadows, are rare and shelter many plant and animal species. Others, like halophilic or salt-loving clumps of Salicornia, more commonly called glasswort, occur frequently on humid, very salty land. Some of our shoreline habitats are very rare, as is the case of the Mediterranean salt steppes or grasslands, where sea lavender grows in the sandy ground. Numerous species of birds make use of the habitats around the lagoons, which are well adapted to their reproduction and feeding, as well as to migratory stops. Beaches sculpted by sand and wind are found along the entire coastline of Languedoc. From the sea towards the interior, the different dune habitats become more and more stable. The embryonic dune just above the beaches is characterized by couch grass, which fixes the sand, and by the rare Euphorbia peplis or petty spurge. Next are the first high moving dunes, their sand being held and shaped by marram or beach grass. Some of the coastal dunes have been colonized by sea daffodils, umbrella pines, and junipers. Part of the reason these ecosystems are of great ecological importance is that they provide shelter for rare species while playing a crucial role in maintaining the coastline. Due to its climate and its heritage, as well as the quality of life it offers, Languedoc-Roussillon is one of the most attractive French regions. This results in a strong human footprint which manifests itself in different ways. The territory of the coastal communities is becoming more and more artificial. Coastal urbanization, shed building, the increase in sewage output, construction of parking lots and natural areas, infilling of habitats to accommodate tourism, all are infringements that weaken these important communal habitats. The shoreline is widely used from spring through late autumn. Paths, access roads, and parking lots are created randomly in these natural areas. The impact of walkers, cyclists, horseback riders, land yachts, as well as motorized vehicles, in spite of their being prohibited, is heavy in terms of trampling, disturbance of species, and dune erosion. Imported for commercial farming, horticultural production, or biological control, many so-called exotic animal and plant species are perfectly suited to our coastal wetlands. Some have proliferated with massive impacts on local economies, human health, and biodiversity. These are invasive species. This is the case, for example, of the Hottentot fig and pampas grass, which threaten to invade the lagoon edges and dunes, or the highly invasive lipia, a plant whose development has been quite destructive to Mediterranean salt meadows. A very popular pet turtle from the southern United States, the red-eared slider, is often released into rivers by its owner and is in direct competition with the European pond turtle, a species protected throughout Europe. Inadequate management of natural environments can lead to degradation of habitats. Either drying up or permanent flooding of the lagoon and area habitats could endanger bird colonies. For example, poor maintenance of hydraulic structures, infilling of the channels that link the areas, unsuitable freshwater inflow, and salinity changes can result in the creation of a reed bed. The abandonment of grazing, or on the contrary, overgrazing, can threaten the existence of the salt marshes. In some cases, the use of phytosanitary products could affect the water quality. Recognizing the value of this natural heritage and the dangers that threaten it, the administrators of the Languedoc-Roussillon region are implementing joint actions. It is in this context that 7 partners have come together in the European project Life plus la Nature, coordinated by la Conservatoire d'Espaces Naturels du Languedoc-Roussillon, and aims to implement strong, sustainable measures through innovative group dynamics. In the course of the 5-year project, 5 associated Natura 2000 sites will conduct pilot projects on the issues common to the entire coastline. Here are some illustrations. In the Basse Plaine de l'Aude, beach access parking was created in the dunes many years ago. Following environmental studies and consultation, this parking was removed and tests carried out on the vegetation. A new parking area was created upstream from the site. Attempts are being made to eradicate invasive plant and animal species. Initial diagnosis, research, and a comparison of experiences of the strategies used will lead to action on the ground. Using this approach, Hottentot fig plants were ripped out of the Natura 2000 site of Mouret of Sals-le-Cat and discarded. Traps to catch red-eared slider turtles have been tested in the channels of the Étang de l'Or with the aim of waging a campaign for the large-scale capture of these turtles. Measures are being taken on all of the pilot project sites based on numbers of fauna and flora. Nets have been set up in the Arresquier wetlands and the Étang palavasien to protect bird colonies. On the Sicarex Lagoon in Petite Camargue in the Gard department, horseback riding is now restricted to a newly created path in order to protect this ideal site for nesting terns. People who frequent this area must be made aware of the natural environment and learn how to adapt their behavior. To this end, a mobile notice board designed and developed by professional environmentalists displays information intended to sensitize, educate, and inform locals and visitors alike. A great deal of thought, discussion, and shared experiences has led to measures being taken that affect the entire Mediterranean coastline. All of us, as citizens, users of natural environments, managers, and local decision makers, have a role to play in safeguarding this exceptional heritage that belongs to all of us. The natural heritage that we pass on to future generations depends on our environmental awareness, behavior, and attitudes in our natural areas.